CarzwithJC, and today I am up at Davidstow once again, about to show you a new fleet member, which is a Rover 45 called Jason. So I'd like to introduce Jason, the Rover 45, which I collected around 3 weeks ago up in Chesterfield. I saw this car advertised on one of the Rover groups. The guy wasn't selling it on behalf of himself, he was selling it on behalf of his friend because he didn't do Facebook. They had it from brand spanking new back in 2003, so they've owned it all this time, and the only reason they were selling it was because he had upgraded to a automatic Hyundai, which he said himself when I went to collect it, if Rover was actually still going, he would have 100% bought another one because this car has been bulletproof. The actual engine that's inside Jason is the 2-litre L series, so it has been absolutely a bulletproof engine, and the best thing about this car is the mileage, which is, drum roll please, 37,153. And yes, that was correct. A 37,000 mile 2-litre L series diesel. You really do not find these 2-litre L series diesels with anything below 80,000 miles these days. So when I saw this for sale on Facebook, I instantly messaged the guy and sent him a deposit, which was, in fact, I paid, which we agreed $850 for this car, which he wouldn't take any more. But when I actually went to collect it, he actually gave me £150 back because I was discussing with him getting the wheels done, the cam belt, a full service. So he said, Joe, have £150 back, have 50 quid for fuel to get home and the rest to spend on it. It's recently had a new battery put on it, something to do with the alternator. The cam belt was done around 10,000 miles ago, but that was back in 2017. So I'm looking at having that redone. Interior is in impeccable condition, full leather interior seats, and it's obviously got the typical 45 door cards that's falling to bits, but we can sort that. It's even got heated seats, which I'm absolutely over the moon with. Doesn't have genuine mats. It did have a set of genuine mats, but the passenger side mat was missing and one of the rears, so it just looks silly. So I've chucked in some cheap rubber mats, and it's even got Rover on the door. See, with a 45 you have to open the door like this because these door handles break. But the whole entire interior is immaculate. Honestly, this car's been really well looked after. It does suffer with a little bit of a saggy roof lining, but that's something that's on my list to fix. But honestly, this car is brand spanking new still. Any negatives with this car is the actual felts coming off the doors. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, there you go. Looking at getting that redone very soon. But yes, the interior is honestly immaculate. The seats are immaculate. The carpet is immaculate. It doesn't have the good carpet, unfortunately, because it's after pre-project drive, but I'm over the moon. With it being the saloon model, I have a massive boot. Absolutely massive. And parking sensors because it's an Impression S. So I've owned it for about 3 weeks, and I've already done a few jobs to the car. And one of them being I fitted a full new set of tyres on it because all the tyres were from around 2009 and they were all cracked. So I've done that. I've also cheekily stuck my private plate on it, Mr. Two Cocks. Lovely. Obviously, this is a 2003, sort of 2004 model. It's a 53 plate, so it's in the middle of 2003, 2004. And what they were telling me about, this car was actually registered quite late in its life because this was a show car in the dealership apparently. So when the previous owner actually bought it, they got it at a really good rate and got its original mud flaps, which I normally take off cars like I did Michael Jackson, but I actually really like them on this car. I think it really suits Jason. It honestly starts on the button, and it is honestly so quiet, this engine, and it doesn't smoke. It starts every time. I've already put, because I bought it on 36,000 700 miles, so it's now 37,153. And the fuel economy, it's done 233 miles, which I'd normally be filling up Eric and MJ by now, and it's not even at halfway on the fuel gauge. It honestly is saving me an absolute fortune to get to work and back. And the best bit about this car, it actually looks really posh. It's super refined, it's got the power, it's got the boot space. It is a fantastic daily car. Honestly, I'm over the moon with it. I fitted a next base dash cam because obviously I do quite a few miles in this car now, so I want it all protected. But yes, the leather seats are immaculate. You've got a little pocket down here with cup holders. You can take that out and put stuff down there. You've got hidden cubby holes there. You've also got one here, which I put my wallet in and some aftershave. Honestly, this car is absolutely fantastic. It is immaculate. When I picked this up, I honestly said to the guy, "Do you sure you want this sort of money?" Because his friend advertised it on the region of he wanted around £900 for it. So I offered £850 and he agreed. I waited like 2 weeks to pick it up because obviously I needed to get time off of work. Went up on the train, which I'll show you a video now of me going up on the train. Fantastic train journey. Honestly, I was worried that trains were going to be cancelled and stuff because it's happened to me before. But it was honestly an easy journey. Got there around 4 p.m. Collected the car, spent about an hour talking with them. They were telling me all the stuff they've done to the car and their ownership with it. Exchanged details and money, and then obviously he told me he was going to give me some money back. He handed me the money back. I didn't want it, but he gave it back to me, which also actually did help get home with the fuel money, as well as the money is spent on having a few bits done to it already. I've already bought a service kit ready to send it into the garage because I want the garage to do this because it's got full service history. It's all got stamps in the book, so I want it done by a garage and have them look underneath because these do suffer with really bad rot on the floor plan. I know a lot of you will know. I have looked under there. There is surface rust, but it is absolutely solid, so I want it all wire wheeled back and have the whole underneath wax oiled. But going back to the journey, it was fantastic. Honestly, I was over the moon with how easy we got there. I left theirs around 5 and got back home about 9:30. And yet again, it barely had touched the fuel gauge. It was, honestly, I was over the moon with collecting this car. Obviously, the channel has been very quiet recently. I do apologise about that. I've just been so busy with work. I've also collected another fleet member, which is my absolute pride and joy, which I can't wait to show you. I've already today, with a hint, sealed its roof with Fab Seal Gold, I think it was called. So that car will be coming to the channel very soon. I've just got a few jobs to do and then it will be on the channel. But I wanted to update you on Jason, the Rover 45 Impression S, which I got for £700. So it's joined the Cars with JC fleet. I now own 4 cars. Eric the 25, MJ the 25, the special car that is coming, and then obviously the Rover 45. The other thing I wanted to do, I will be doing a channel update because there's jobs been done to MJ. I've had his wheels refurbished. Eric's had stuff done. So yes, there'll be lots of videos coming. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you're happy with Jason, the Rover 45. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.